The devil employs 7 common tricks and deceptions in order to deceive believers. Deception number 1 is that he simply makes you abstain from worship. Now, if Allah Almighty helps you, you will respond by saying that I am in desperate and dire need of worship because I need to obtain provision from this world which is impermanent for the journey in the hereafter which is everlasting. Trick number 2 is that he will make you procrastinate and delay things to tomorrow. In response to this, you should say that I do not have control of my death. I may not be alive by tomorrow, and I must not leave today's work till tomorrow. If I do leave today's work till tomorrow, then when will I do tomorrow's work? Each day has its own job of work. Trick number 3, the devil will then command you to make haste and rush worship so that you can spare time for other tasks. If Allah Almighty helps you, you should respond and reject this trap of the devil by saying a little bit of worship which is done perfectly and completely is better than a lot of worship which is imperfect. Trick number 4 is that he makes you worship in order to gain people's admiration, to show off. But you should refuse to comply with this trick of the devil by saying that I'm not bothered about what people say, I'm only concerned with the approval of Allah Almighty, not the approval of other human beings. Trick number 5 is vanity. Satan will attempt to make you vain and conceited and make you think that you're a special person, a unique individual and excellent, with flattery such as how splendid you are, how wide awake you are, how excellent you are. To this you should respond by saying that there is no greatness or excellence in this for me. In fact, it is Allah Almighty's mercy and His special grace and favour that He has allowed me to worship Him. Trap number 6, and this is the most cunning of all of them, and only the most conscious and alert people will be able to resist this. He will make you think that you should worship secretly out of the sight of people, but Allah Almighty will Himself make your worships known to the public. Now this really is a more subtle and discreet form of showing off. To this you should respond, I am a servant of my master. If he wants, he can make me famous and publicize my worships, but if he wants, he can keep them secret. If he wants, he can make me significant and important amongst the people, but if he wants, he can make me insignificant. Trick number 7, Satan says, look, your destiny has already been written. If you've been written as fortunate, then refraining from worship will not cause you any harm. And if you've been written as wretched, then your worshipping will not benefit you. Now the servant, if he is blessed by Allah Almighty, he will refuse and reject this by saying, I'm a mere servant and slave. My job is to worship without questioning my Creator. Allah Almighty will definitely benefit me from my worship. And even if I was destined to go to hell, I'd rather enter hell as an obedient slave than a disobedient sinner. And I'm certain that when I meet Allah Almighty, if I meet Him with faith and worship, He will definitely not throw me into the fire of hell.